Hello everyone, today we are going to learn a new lesson approximating to the nearest units and tens. First, to the nearest units. What's the meaning of the nearest units? If I have 50, 50.5, 51, I need the nearest number to 50. If I take number 50.2, 50.2 is nearer to 50 than 51. So if I have 50.2 and I need to approximate this number to the nearest unit. What's the meaning of the nearest units? I need the whole part, only the whole part. I don't need the decimal part. If it's 1, 190, 3000, I don't need the decimal part. If the decimal part is greater than 5, I will approximate this number. But here, this decimal part is 2. 2 is smaller than 5, smaller than the half of 50 and 51, which is 50.5. It's the half, the middle of 50 and 51. So 50.2, if I need to approximate this number to the nearest unit, which is the whole part, only the whole part. If I look to the tens place, tens, 2 is smaller than 5. So 2 is a weak number, doesn't do anything, just go and leave the whole part as it is. It will be 50. So 50 is nearer to 52 than 51. So approximating 50.2 will be only 50. If I have 50.3, approximate to the nearest unit, it will be 3 smaller than 5. It's a weak number. It's less than 5. It's lying in this space. So the decimal part is a weak part. So it doesn't do anything. No increase. Just go, leave the whole part as it is. It will be 50. Okay? If I have 50 pounds and 3 piasters, 3 piasters doesn't do anything. So I say that I have only 50 pounds. Okay? Another one, 50.1. The decimal part here, the 10th place, the first unit, the first digit after the decimal point is 1. 1 smaller than 5, so it doesn't do anything with the weak number. So the decimal part will go and doesn't do anything. The whole part will be the same 50. But if I have 50.6, 50.6 is nearer to 51 or 50. No, it's nearer to 51. So if I need to approximate 50.6 to the nearest unit, again the nearest unit, I only need the whole part. I don't need the change. I don't need the decimal part. If it is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 digits, I need to cancel. But first, before we cancel it, we look to this decimal part. If it's a weak number, doesn't do anything, just go and leave the whole part as it is. But if the decimal part is greater than or equal 5, like this, 5, 6, 7, 8, in this case, we will increase the decimal. No, we will increase the whole part by 1. How that? I have 50.6. I will increase the decimal part, the whole part, by 1. 6 add 1 to 50, it will be 51. Okay? What about the decimal part? Just go. Only go. But in this case, go and increase. In the first case, if it's smaller than 5, go and doesn't do anything. 2 go, doesn't do anything to 50. But here, 6 go, but first, before it go, just add 1 to the whole part, which will be 51. If I have 50.8, 8 in the first part, in the first unit, in the decimal part, first digit in the decimal part, if the weak or strong is a strong number. So it will go, but before go, it will add 1 to the whole part. It will be 51. Another one, 50.6, as we say that it will be 51. 51 is nearer to 50.6 than 50. Okay? So the approximating to the nearest unit, if I have number like this, 13 and 721 hundredths, 721 thousandths. If I need to approximate this number to the nearest unit, I only need the whole part with the meaning of the decimal. Cancel, unlock. Weak doesn't do anything. Strong, add 1 to the whole part and cancel the decimal part. Look at this. If I need to approximate any number to the nearest unit, look to the digit in the 10th place. Where is the digit in the 10th place? It's here, number 7. I don't look to the 2 or 1. I only look to the first one in the decimal part, first digit after the decimal point, which is 7. This place is called the 10th place. If this part is 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, which is 5 or more. Okay, if this part, the 10th place, is 5 or more, we will increase the units digits by 1 and cancel the decimal part. What about another digits in the whole part? Just keep the other digits as they are. Don't change anything, okay? But if the 10th place is less than 5, is a weak number, just cancel the decimal part and keep the other digits as they are. So if I need to approximate the first number, 13 and 721 thousandths to the nearest units, I look to the tenth, which is 7. Tenth is 5 or 6 or more. Yes, 7 is a weak or strong number, is a strong number. Just add 1 to the units, add 1 to 3, add 1 to 3, it will be 4, and cancel the decimal part and keep the other digits, which is the tenth as they are. Okay? Just add 1 to the whole part, it will be 14 to the nearest unit. Okay? So if I have another example, 64 and 69 hundredths approximate to the nearest unit. I don't need the decimal part. So I approximate to the nearest unit, look to the digit before the unit, which is the tenth, before unit, not after. After unit, tenth. No, before unit is tenth. Tenth here is a weak or strong number, is less than 5 or more. No, it's 6, more than 5, so it's a strong number. It will add 1 to the units, add 1 to 5, it will be 6, and cancel all the decimal part, cancel it. Okay, doesn't do anything to the whole part. Other digit, 6 will be 6, it will be 66. Okay, another one, 702, 301 thousandths. Approximate to the nearest unit, look to the 10th place, which is 3. 3 is a weak number, so it will doesn't do anything. Okay, so cancel the decimal part, and keep the other digits as they are. The whole part will be the same, 702. In this case, 57 and 3/5. We have a whole part and a fraction. First, in this case, I need to approximate to the nearest unit, so I need to look to the 10th place. Where is the 10th place? Is it not a decimal number? So I need to convert this fraction to be a decimal number by multiplying by what? I need to get a fraction, to convert fraction to a decimal. I need to get the denominator to be a 10. So we will multiply by 2, both of the numerator and denominator. I don't multiply the whole part, I only multiply the fraction. It will be 57 as it is. 3 will be 6 and 5 will be 10. So I can convert this fraction to be a decimal, which is 57. 0 take 7 after point, it will be 57 and 6 tenths, like this, 57.6. Now I can approximate to the nearest unit. Look at the tens place. Where is 6? 6 is a weak number or a strong number? 6 is a weak or strong number. Just add 1 to the units. It will be 8 and cancel the decimal part. 5, the other digit at the half. 5 will be 5, it will be 58. Or I have another method to keep the answer. If I have 3 over 5, I need to get first, I say that I need to transform this fraction to be a decimal part. But if I have the fraction 3 over 5, I don't know if it is smaller than the half or greater than the half. I need to compare 3 over 5 and the half. It will be half, it will be strong number. If it is smaller than half, it will be weak number, just cancel it. But I don't in this method. Another solution, another method. If I get 3/5, I don't know if 3/5 is smaller than or greater than the half. If it's smaller than the half, it will be a weak number. Just cancel it. It will be 57. 57 to approximate to the nearest unit. But if the 3/5 is greater than the half or equal to half, it will be a strong number. Just add 1 to the units. It will be 58. So remember how to compare between two fractions. Remember, yes, that's either like this. 5 times 1 equal to 5. 2 times 3 equal to 6. 6 is greater than 5. So 3 over 5, 3/5 is greater than the half. It will be strong number. It will add 1 to the units. It will be 58. Is the simplest form to solve the approximating to the nearest unit. If I have 17 and 3/4, if you use the first method, you will transform 3/4, as we know, that will be 75 hundredths, and 17 will be 17. If I need to approximate to the nearest unit, look to the tenths. 7 is a weak or strong. Is the strong, just add 1 to 7. It will be 8. The other digit will be the same. Cancel the decimal part. It will be 18. Or I do another method, which is 3/4. 3/4 is greater than or smaller than half. Is greater than, so it will be a strong number. So it will be add 1 to 17. It will be 18 something. Okay. 197 and 1/8. If I use the first or the second, anyway, just know if the decimal or the fraction is smaller than or greater than the half. 1/8 equal to, as we know, remember, 197.125 thousandths. Look to the first part in the decimal part, the first digit in the decimal part, which is tenths. 1 is a weak number, doesn't do anything. It will be 197. Cancel the decimal part. Or I will use another method, which is 1 over, or just use one method. 1/2, 1/half, 1/8. 1/8 and 1/2. 1/8 is smaller than or greater than 2. Let's do that. 2, 8. 1/8 is smaller than 1/2. So is a weak number. Just give the whole part as it is. It will be 197. Another one, 243 and 2/3. 2/3. If I look 2/3, and 1/2. Which is greater than the other? Is 2/3, because 3 and 4 is greater than 3. It will be greater than is the strong number. Just add 1 to the units. It will be 244. This next one, 17.2999, 17 and 2,999. 10,000. I need to approximate to the nearest unit. Just look to the 10th place. Is it weak or strong? Is a weak number, so it doesn't do anything. But look, in the 100th place is a 9. In the 7th place is a 9. 10,009. But I don't need these digits. I only look to the 10th place, the first digit after the decimal point. Okay? I know that 9 is a strong number, but it doesn't do anything when we approximate to the nearest units. So you look to the 10th. 10th is 2. 2 is a weak number, doesn't do anything. Just cancel the decimal part and keep the whole part as it is. It will be 17. Next one. If I have 67.7 pounds, what's the meaning of 0.7 pounds? I have 67 pounds and 7 piasters, change piasters. If I need to get how much money does I have in this week, I look to my money, I look to it will be 67.7. So I don't say the 7 piasters, I only say that I have 67 pounds. Why that? What I do? I approximate the piasters to the nearest pound. 7 piasters doesn't do any pound. I know the 1 pound has 100 piasters, but 7 piasters doesn't do anything. So I cancel it. I can't see it. So I only look to the pounds, the whole part. So if I need to approximate this number to the nearest pounds, what's the meaning of pounds? To the nearest whole part. I don't need the change, don't need the piasters. I only need the whole part. 167. I know it that this is the whole part without any piasters. So if I need to approximate this number to the whole part, to the nearest unit, look to the units here and the tenths. Tenths here, if I have 70 piasters, 70 piasters is do something. It will be another pound. So if I have 7 in the piaster, in the decimal part, it will add 1 because 7 is a weak or strong number. It's a strong number. So we'll add 1 to 7. Add 1 to 7, it will be 68. Again, if I need to approximate any units like pounds, meters, kilometers to the nearest unit, what the meaning of that? I don't need. Also, it's the same thing. If I say that I need to approximate to the nearest unit, I don't need the decimal part, but first look to the decimal part. If it is smaller than 5, it doesn't do anything, just cancel it. If it's 5 or more, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just add 1 to units and cancel the decimal part. 7 is a strong number, add 1 to 7, it will be 68 pounds. 68 pounds, 68 LE. Okay? So, another one, 37 days approximate to the nearest weeks. What the meaning of this? This means I need to know how many weeks can I get from these days, from 37 days. Again, how many weeks can I get from the 37 days? I know that 1 week has 7 days, 2, 14, 3, 21, and so on. Okay, I will do this 1, 7, 2, 14. Now to get 5. 5 weeks have 35 days. and 6 weeks has 42 days, but I have 37 days only. So 37 days will be, to the nearest weeks, will be 5 weeks, like this. But I will get 2 days. 2 days. What about these 2 days? 2 days is smaller than the half of the week. I know that the week 1 to 7. I know that the week from 1 to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Okay? The middle, the half of this week is 3.5. 3 days and half of day. Okay? I only have 1 day. So the middle of the week is 3.5. Okay? Just half of this week is the Tuesday at PM. Okay? So 1 day, I can approximate 1 day to get 1 week. Is a strong or weak number? A weak number. So 1 day doesn't get a 1 week. And 2 days only another can get 1 week. 3 days can get 1 week. But 3.5, 4 days, if I go to school 4 days, I say that I go to school all the week. What I do? I go to school Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I have a holiday on the Friday and the Saturday. But I say that I go to school all the week. But what about Friday and the Saturday? Is only 2 days. 2 days is a small. I don't approximate it, so I cancel it. So I say that I go to school all the week. So if I go to school 5, 4, 6, 7 days, I go to school all the week. But if I go to school only 1 day, 2 days, I don't say that I go to school all the week. I only go 2 days, only 1 day, only 3 days. Okay? So the 2 days here doesn't do anything, just cancel it. So the approximate to the nearest week, 37, make only 5 weeks. This is the first method. If I need to get the other method, 37 days and weeks. I know that every week has 37, so I will divide 37 days, only the 1 week which have 7 days, to get the days and the week. Remember, I need to approximate, I need to convert this fraction to get an improper fraction and makes a fraction like this. 37 divided by 7, if I do that, it will be 5 and remain 2 days of the week, like this. 37 divided by 7, 3 smaller than, just put 0 and take 2 digits. 37 divided by 3, 1, 5 times 7 equal to 35. 1, 2, 3 to get 5. It will be 35 minus it will be 35 minus it will be 2 and 5. We have only 5. The whole part is the week, the number of weeks. We have 5 weeks, and the fraction, we have 2 weeks of the 2 days, so we have only 2 days of the 7 days of the week. Again, we get the remainder here is 2. We have 2 days remainder, but we have the quotient 5 weeks. 2 days of the 7 days of the week is smaller than the half, so 2 over 7 is the week number. 2 over 7 is smaller than the half, so I cancel. What's the smaller than the half or what? It will be 4 and 7. Smaller than the half, so is a weak part. Just cancel it and get 5. Okay? Another one. If I have 64 hours, I need to approximate this number to the nearest days. I need to know how many days can I get from 64 hours. How many days can I get from 64 hours? If I use the first method, one day has 24 hours, 2 48 hours, 3 72 hours, or I can use another method which is 64 divided by what? I know one day has 24 hours, 64 divided by 24, like this. Need to convert this fraction to get a mixed number. 64 divided by 24, 1 times 24 equal 24, 2 equal 48, 3 equal 3 times 4 equal to 12, 2 and carry up 1, 3 times 2 equal to 6 plus equal to 72. We need to get the nearest number, which is 48, and 2 up. Then subtract 4 minus 8 can be just borrow 14, it will be 5, 14 minus 8 will be 6, 16, 16 can divided by 24 because it's smaller than 24. We have only 2 days and 16 hours remainder. We have only 2 days in the whole part, 2 days in the whole part, and 16 hours of 24. We know that the denominator, if I need to convert from the mixed to the improper, from the improper to mixed, I need to get the same denominator, 24. Just divide 64 by 24, get the quotient. The quotient will do in the whole part, and the remainder will be the numerator, like this. So I have 16 over 24. I don't know if 16 over 24 in the simplest form or not. 16 over 24 will be divided by 4, divided by 4. To get the simplest form, it will be 4 over 6. Again, divided by 2, divided by 2, we will get 2 over 3. 2 over 3 is greater than the half or not? I don't know. Compare 2 over 3, 1 half, 2 times 2, 4, 1 times 3, 3. Yes, 4 greater than 3. So 2 over 3 is greater than the half. So this part is a weak or strong? It's a weak, is a strong number. It's a strong. Just add 1 to the whole part, add 1 to number 2. It will be 3 and cancel. Cancel the decimal. The fraction means that it will be 3. So 64 hours to the nearest days will be 3 days. I can get 3 days from 64 hours. Next one. 256 and 59 hundredths meters approximate to the nearest meters. What's the meaning of this? I need to get only meter. This part, the decimal part, means I have another centimeter, small centimeter. So I don't need the decimal part. I only need the meter. The greatest unit, meter, is greater than centimeter. So I don't need the smallest unit. I only need the whole part. So approximate to the nearest meter mean cancel. Another way, cancel the decimal part. But first, look to the decimal part. The first digit in the decimal part, which is the tens place. 5 is a weak or strong number. Is a strong number, so it will add 1 to the units. It will be 7. Cancel the decimal part and keep the other digit as it is. Tens will be 4, hundreds will be 2, it will be 247 meters. I can get 247 meters because 59 centimeters is a small, but it can do 1 meter. I know 1 meter has 100 centimeters. So from 1 to 100. The middle of 100 is a 50. So 59 is smaller than or greater than 50, is greater than 50. So is nearer to 100, is nearer to 1 meter. 100 centimeter equal to 1 meter. So it will be another meter, 247. But in this case, 246,784 meters. I need to approximate this number to the nearest kilometer. Remember, km means kilometer. First, I can never transform or approximate. I can approximate any units to the nearest other units. Okay, I need to get the same units in the first and the second side. I can approximate to the nearest kilometer if I have the first question to the units here is meters. So first I need to transform the units to be the same. What the meaning of to be the same? I need to transform meter to be kilometer. Remember, meter is smaller than kilometer, and 1 kilometer has 1,000 meters. So I need to divide all time, multiply, divide, because from the smallest to the greatest we divide by 1,000. It will be like this. Divide by 1,000. We have 3 zeros, so we need to put the decimal point after 3 digits from the right side. It will be 246 point. The decimal point will be here, 784 kilometer. I solved the question? No, I only transform the meter to be kilometer. Now I can approximate to the nearest kilometer. I can approximate. Look to the whole part and the decimal part. I only need the decimal? No, I need to cancel the decimal. I only need the whole part. I don't need the other digits. Make the number simple. Okay, so if I need to approximate to the nearest units, but here approximate to the nearest kilometer is the same way. Just look to the whole part and the first digit before the whole part is the 10th place is 7. 7, not 8 or 4. 7 is the 10th place. 7 is a weak or strong number. The weak number is a strong number, so it will add 1 to 6. It will be 7. Cancel the decimal part and keep the other digit as it is. It will be 247 kilometers. What's the meaning of this? If I have 1 and 1,000. 1 kilometer have 1,000 meter, 1 meter. The half of this is 500 meter. Before 500 meter is smaller than the half, I can approximate this meter to get 1 kilometer. But if I have 784 meter, is nearer to 1,000 meter, which can be 1 kilometer. Is nearer to 1 kilometer than 1 meter. Okay, so we will add 1 to the units and get 247. Next one, 3,775 piasters. Approximate this number to the nearest pounds. Remember, I can approximate to the nearest unit, if I have the different units. I have here piasters and the other side pounds, LE. So I need to transform first to get the same units. Piasters and pounds. I know that 1 pound have 100 piasters. I need to transform these piasters to get pounds. So from the smallest to the greatest, just divide or multiply. Divide by what? Divide by 100. Okay? Divide by 100, we have 2 zeros. We will put the decimal point after 2 digits. Here, after 2 digits, from the right side, it will be 37 and 75 hundredths pounds. I don't solve the question. I only transform first from the units to be the same. Okay? It will be LE to the nearest LE. Now I can approximate to the nearest unit. First, look to the decimal part. The first one is tenth. Is the smaller or greater than 5? Is greater than 5 and a strong number. So we'll add 1 to 7 to units. It will be 8. Cancel the decimal point, the decimal part, and keep the other digit as it is. It will be 38 pounds. So if I need to approximate to the nearest meter, pound, hour, and so on, that means the same thing if I say that approximating to the nearest unit. Next part of this lesson, approximating to the nearest tenth. Tenth, remember tenth, not S as the first, as the last word, it's TH, tenth, which means the first digit in the decimal part, tenth, 0.1, 1 over 10, or 1 decimal place. I need to approximate, in this case, to the nearest tenth, to the nearest the first digit in the decimal part. If I have 9.367, I need to approximate to the nearest tenth. Where is the tenth place? Is 3. In this case, I look to the digit before the tenth place, which is the hundredths. So the rule, if I need to approximate to the nearest tenth, look to the digit. Look to the digit in the hundredths place, which is 6. If this place is this 5 or more, just add 1 to the tenth place. If the hundredth place before the tenth is 5 or more, just increase the tenth digit by 1 and cancel the hundredth digit and all digits to the right, which is mean cancel the other digit after the tenth digit and keep the other digit as it is. And if the hundredth place is less than 5, which means is a weak number, just cancel the hundredth digit and all other digits to the right side and keep the other digits as it is, which means if I need to approximate this number to the nearest tenth, not to the nearest unit. To the nearest unit means equal to 9. No, I need to approximate to the nearest tenth. I need to get only 1 digit on the decimal. I don't need all these digits. No, I only need only 1 digit in the decimal part. Okay, so we look to the hundredth place, which is 6. 6 is greater than or smaller than 5, is greater than 5, so it will add 1 to the 10th place, add 1 to 3, plus 1, it will be 4, so will P4 only? No, just add 1 and go, add and go, add and cancel it. What about the whole part? It will be the same thing. It will be 9.4. Okay, 9 will be 9. Will never change the whole part. Okay. So if I need to approximate to the nearest tenth, the first example. 75 and 38 hundredths. I need to approximate to the nearest tenth. Look to the tenth. Approximate to the nearest unit. Look to the units. And in this case, in each of this case, I look to the units. I look to the digit before this digit. So approximate to the nearest unit. I look to the tenth place. Approximate to the nearest tenth. I look to the hundredth place. If it's weak or strong. Okay, look to the first digit before this digit you need to approximate to it. It will be 8. The hundredth place here is 8. 8 is a weak or strong, is greater than 5, is a strong number. Just add 1, plus 1 to 3. 3 will be 2. What about 8? It go we cancel it, and the whole part will be the whole part. The same thing will never change, the whole part. Next one, 129 951 thousandths. Approximate to the nearest tenth. Where is the tenth place is 9. Before 9, the hundredth place is 5. 5 is the weak number, is strong number. The strong number, just add 1. Add 1. Add 1 to 9. I know it will be 10. But in this case, you convert, you will have the different form in the decimal part. You change the decimal part. So in this case, I will do this thing. 1 will add to 9, it will be 10. Just add 0 and carry up 1 to the next digit with the units. Again, 5 is the strong number. So it will be add 1 to 9. 1 plus 9 equal to 10. We will not write all the 10. Just write the first digit, which is 0, and add 1, carry up 1 after the next digit, which is 1, which is 9. 1 plus 9 equal to another 10, 0, and carry up 1. 1 plus 2 equal to 3, and 1 go as it is. The decimal point will be here. We have no thing. It's 0 in the decimal part. So approximating this number to the nearest tenth, so it will be 130. I know if I need to approximate this number to the nearest units, it will be the same thing. To the nearest unit will be 130, and to the nearest tenth will be also 130. But remember, the first one, to the nearest unit, we look to the tenth. But here, we look to the hundredth place. Okay? The hundredth place is a strong number. Add 1. Just make it as a sequence. 1 plus 9 equal to 10. We don't write all 10. No. We have 2 digits in the decimal part. I transform this shape. It will be wrong. Just add 0 and keep 1, carry up 1 after up to 9. 1 plus 9 equal to 10. 0 and carry up 1. 1 plus 2, 3, and go 3. And go 1, it will be 130. Next one, 9.239. Approximate to the nearest tenth. Look to the tenth place, which is 2. The digit before 2 is 3, which is the hundredth place. 3 is the weak number, so it will do nothing. So 2 will be 2, will never change it, because the first digit before 2 is the weak number. It will be 2, and the whole part will be the same 9, the decimal part will be the same place. But if I look to the 9, this place is a strong number. No, I never look to the 100 or to the 1000 place. I only look to the units, the digits before this place. The digits before your tenth is the hundreds. Is it weak or strong? Is it weak? It will do nothing. Okay? 3 and 1 over 8. I need to approximate this number to get to approximate to the nearest tenth. But I have a fraction number. Now I need to transform this fraction to get a decimal. I need to transform the fraction to get a decimal number. How thus? By multiplying by 125. Remember? Why I transform this? Because I need to look to the tenth, and before tenth is the hundredths. If the hundredths is the weak, we will do nothing. If the hundredths is the strong, we will add 1 to the tenth. But here I don't have both of tenths or hundredths, so I need to transform. It's very important. I need to transform this fraction to be a decimal. We know that 1 is equal 125,000. And the whole term will be the same thing. 3 will be 3. Now can I get the approximating to the nearest tenth? Look to the tenth. Where is tenth? 1. Before 1, the hundredth place is 2, not 5. Before 1 is 2. 2 is the weak or strong? is a weak number, so it will do nothing. It will be 1 as it is. Cancel the whole as a decimal, which is the hundreds and the thousands. Cancel all this, all the decimals after 1 to the right side. The whole part will be the same thing. 3 will be 3, it will be 3.1 is the nearest to is approximating to the nearest tenth. Thank you.